Hey, do you know that feeling when you discover a cool Pokemon design and you look up its shiny color palette just to realize it's complete dog shit? Well, that has happened to me quite a lot. So in this video we will be looking at some ugly or boring shiny color palettes and remake them. Let's start. Let's begin with Jolteon. Jolteon's base palette is very simple, consisting of just yellow and white. The shiny version of this evolution changes the regular yellow for a bright green and keeps the neck fur the same. This palette is not that bad actually. Some shinies on this video do a lot worse. For my palette, I chose grey and bluish hues, a light bluish grey for the body and a darker tone for the neck fur. The colors of my palette are based on the Raiju, a yokai related to thunder. The Raiju can take the form of any animal, but its most common portrayal is like a white and blue wolf. So that's it for Jolteon. First shiny done. Next on the list is Marowak. Its regular palette consists of a brown for the body, yellow for the accents, and the bones that are, of course, bone color. This shiny is also not that bad really. It changes Marowak's main brown for a bright green and keeps the rest of the palette almost the same. I think it tried to resemble a more lizardry look. For my new palette, I took inspiration on the relationship Marowak has with Lavender Town, using purplish shades. I also tried to resemble the colors of the Pokemon Tower Ghost in particular, the one from the original Game Boy games. That's it for Marowak. Second shiny done. Golduck's base colors are just a light blue with a little bit of white for details and red for the gem on its forehead. Golduck's shiny is the first one to suffer from lazy designer syndrome. I think the worst type of shinies are the ones that change almost nothing. Like, look at this. It's pretty much the same. The biggest change is a slightly more pinkish hue on the white parts. For this palette I took inspiration on Psyduck's shiny. Its palette is based on Golduck, its evolution. So for this one I will make the colors of Golduck resemble the ones of Psyduck. A bright yellow for the body and blue for the gem and eyes. I try to resemble the Lapis Lazuli colors for the gemstone, due to this rock reputation of holding psychic energy. Third shiny done. Let's continue with the boring shinies. Gengar's base colors are purple and red, and its shiny palette is the same but slightly more desaturated. Wow! My palette for this one is based on the Japanese Oni masks. Onis are yokais that are usually depicted as beasts, similar to ogres. They are known for being jokesters, and I think that fits Gengar personality perfectly. Oni masks are usually used in festival and theater plays. They are usually red, white, and black with shiny details. So the new palette has red as the main color and golden for the teeth and eyes. And that's it for the new palette. Fourth shiny done. Onyx base palette is just one color. You obviously can fuck this up, right? They did fuck it up. Onyx base colors are just grey and the white of its eyes. Game Freak could have made some cool palettes based on rocks or minerals, but no, they chose to go for pure green, of course. It's funny to me how like 90% of green shinies are the worst shades of green possible. Like, white has to be always pure green. For my palette, I chose a simple approach. I based Onyx new colors on an actual Onyx gemstone. A black Onyx to be specific. And the purple of the eyes is just cause I think they look good. That's everything for Onyx. Fifth shiny done. El diseño de Dragonite es bastante simple. Su paleta consta de un naranja claro para la mayoría de su cuerpo y un verde agua para las alas. El Shiny original de Dragonite cambia el color del cuerpo por un verde saturado y las alas ahora son moradas. Este Shiny no es tan feo como el anterior. Supongo que intenta parecerse a un dragón tradicional, pero de todas formas creo que podría haberse hecho mejor. Para mi paleta intenté seguir el esquema de colores de los Shinies de las pre-evoluciones de Dragonite, para hacer algo más consistente, a pesar de que esta línea evolutiva no tenga mucha coherencia de todas formas. La nueva paleta usa rosa y blanco para el cuerpo, y como Dragonite ya no tiene las perlas de sus pre-evoluciones, trasladé el naranja de estas a sus alas. Eso es todo para Dragonite. Sexto Shiny y listo. La paleta de este Pokémon son tonos cafés principalmente, plateado para los cuernos y azul oscuro para las pezuñas y cola. El Shiny de Tauros es de los más feos en este video, miren esto. La paleta Shiny original cambia los tonos cafés por unos verdes muy feos. Yendo a mi paleta, esta consiste de blanco como color principal y dorado para todos los detalles. Estos colores surgieron de Nandi, una deidad india que es un toro que tiene estos mismos colores. Elegí esto como inspiración ya que el diseño de Tauros está basado en un cebú, una especie de vaca india que es venerada en la religión hindú. Eso es todo para Tauros. Séptimo Shiny, listo. Spearow is a design I like a lot, even though it's pretty much just a regular bird. Its base colors are pretty much just brown with a few red details. As we have already seen, Game Freak loves big green, and of course this shiny is big green too. With this palette I went a little more crazy. The Spearow line is based on sparrows, and in Japan these birds are associated with kindness and the arrival of spring. So I made a Japanese spring inspired palette for this one. I chose pink and red tones for the main colors and a seafoam green for the feathers on the back to give it a little more contrast. I like how this one turned out. 8th Shiny done. Hitmonlee is a design I like a lot too. Its base colors are just brown and beige for the details, and guess what color is the original Shiny? Yes, it's green, of course it's green. For my palette, I took inspiration on the colors of the uniform of Tadashi Samawura, red for the body and white for the details. Samawura was a Japanese kickboxer that was the inspiration for Hitmonlee's Japanese name, Samawura, with 2 A's. Now, there is a little surprise. Hitmonlee is the only Pokemon on this video that will have 2 new palettes. This second alternative is based on the yellow jumpsuit Bruce Lee wears on the Game of Death movie. I made this alternative palette because Bruce Lee is the inspiration for Hitmonlee's English name, and because it looks really good too. And with these 2 new palettes, 9th Shiny done.
Hitmonchan!
Not that we just talk about Hitmonlee, let's continue with Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan's base palette consists on brown, purple for the body, and red for the gloves. The original shiny colors are green, of course, and blue for the gloves. As you can see, this is one of the ugliest ones on this video. For my palette, I chose white for the body, so it resembles a karate uniform. I know Hitmonchans represent boxing, but I do not give a shit. I also made the skin blue, so it can be Hitmonlee's counterpart. I think it turned out very good. I think I even like it more than the original colors. 10th Shiny done. That was the last one. Now there's 10 Pokemon with new shinies made by me. If you enjoyed this video, like and do all the YouTube stuff. If you have any ideas for videos you'd like to see, comment them down below. I will be working on a Plant vs Zombies video now. I'm just starting this YouTube thingy and I hope it works. If you wanna support me directly, you can donate me through Ko-fi or commission me, or just follow me in any of these places. I think that was everything for today. Bye!